started recording. Okay. All right. Sweet. Welcome to the Placeholder Podcast with my boys Bobby and Trey.
Howdy.
Howdy do.
Flip those around because Trey spoke first. That's Trey. That's Bob.
Yeah, my name is Trey.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm going to put for the picture of this.
Wait, I already fucked it up because I said my full name.
I can just bleep it if you want me to. That's fine. You guys can make mistakes. It just adds more work for me to do later. That's the issue with it.
Yeah, my full name is actually Trayvon.
Do I have? But oh God, I really need to fucking watch out. That cord is just like a nuke. Jesus Christ. Because I'm used to just.
We're at DEFCON 5 over.
Well, it's like putting a fucking button in front of me and being like, hey, don't press this button. It'll blow up the gas main under the building. Don't press that button and everything will be fine.
Did they have one of those where you worked? Prior?
Where? At Casey's
Yeah.
or Walmart? No. Casey's was.
Wasn't there? Go ahead.
Well, like, what are you asking if there was?
Wasn't there a little button or something down
Like
below
a silent
where you could
alarm?
press for like an emergency? I can't remember.
So, I'm wondering if I should say this because I know what it is.
Oh, maybe
So
not.
basically, it's in the cash register. Is where it is. It's not like a button.
Yeah.
There's like.
It's when you lift the bill out.
Yeah, there's like a $1 bill that like is on this little like lifted thing, and when you lift it, the bill up or take the bill out, it like sounds an alarm or something.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, nobody would. Why the fuck would anyone rob a gas station? Because there's like nothing there.
Yeah,
I
especially
think,
like where we're at, you
I
know,
don't
like
know
who would rob a Casey?
I don't know the exact. Well, I mean,
Somebody did
Somebody
it.
did.
Somebody did it and
Somebody
didn't get
did.
away. They made it 20 miles, Riley.
oh god,
They got so much from that
told-
one rob.
I told you guys about that when I like thought the place got shot up, right?
Oh yeah.
I told you guys about that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
definitely told me.
Yeah, but it was, yeah.
Man, it's because fucking. So it was. Woke up one morning. I say morning. No, it was morning back then. It counts as morning for me back then. And then I get like a call from my boss who tells me like, hey, don't come in today. Something happened. Don't come in. I was like, oh, can I asked him like, am I allowed to ask why I'm not allowed to come in? And he's like, I'm not legally required to give you that information. Like, that's kind of weird, but like, that's fine. Like, there could be a myriad of reasons why like he doesn't want to tell me or anything. And then it was Tabasco's sister. She sent me a text. Was like, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? And she's like, oh, there's police cars and ambulances outside the Casey's. And I was like, oh, the place got shot up. Oh, God. And my dad told me because he didn't want me working at a gas station because he was worried that it was going to get robbed. And he didn't want me to be
No
put.
way.
And like, I get it, but at the same time, he probably thought the same thing when the gas station, because it did get robbed.
Yeah.
Technically.
It did.
And his concern was that like it was next to the highway, so like if somebody was gonna get away, they'd get away that way. But still, it's fucking small town. Like, it's not gonna fucking happen. But like at that moment, I was like, yeah, fuck, I can't. I'm not working there anymore. But no, it was because somebody might have had COVID.
Yeah.
And instead of like waiting for their test to come in, they went into work anyway, and then the test came back positive while they were at work.
They're probably back in the kitchen giving pizzas with COVID on it.
Well, it's the thing. I don't think they gave. Maybe this is just with how fucking jobs are, like, regardless. Because like, if you have a cold, you're still like, at least there they were like, no, you have to find somebody. You can't just not come in because you're sick. You have to find somebody.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit if you sneeze on the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta find somebody. If you can't, that's your problem. Because like, and I don't want to make this the I Complain About Casey's podcast. But Jesus fucking, I hated that place so fucking much.
I can only imagine. Your coworkers weren't very...
Because they kept asking me, and I was like, it's my second job ever. and like it's the job that I get paid more than minimum wage, and so I was like, oh, fuck, I'll do anything, sure, yeah, money. I'm getting paid. They were just like, hey man, can you work my shift? Hey, can you work my shift? And it's like, one time I get sick, the one time a year I get sick, I fucking ask them, and they're like, oh, I'm not in town. No,
Okay.
I'm not there. I don't.
That
want
one kid
to.
that had pink eye, bro. No way. Permanent pink eye kid.
That's. I mean, I don't like fucking attendance. I don't like attendance rewards or anything. Like I know Caden, didn't he get the?
I don't think he got anything for perfect attendance.
No, I don't think he did, but he always bragged about
Yeah.
it.
But he did get perfect attendance.
Pretty much.
See,
yeah.
I don't like that because he definitely, there's no way he didn't get sick. His entire like high school or grade school or anything like that. Like there's no way he didn't get sick and come to school like sick.
Oh yeah. Well, I definitely sick.
See, I feel like even if you have a cold, like I don't want to get a fucking cold, you know?
Yeah, there's been times where I've felt like crap, but kind of went to school anyway.
My parents let me play Hickey all the fucking time.
Yeah, they knew what I was going to do at home if I just stayed home anyway. They're like, you're going to school. I'd be playing zombies.
You have 4 more minutes of small. So any of you guys want to?
Yeah.
I can tell another horrible thing about Casey's that I don't think I've told you guys.
I could tell you a horrible thing about Gridlock living in my house.
Gridlock?
Yeah, the thick lock that is always upstairs.
Yeah, that thing.
Biggie Cheese.
Trying to think of.
Biggie J.
I don't know what you mean.
You know what?
Biggie J.
Oh, her, your mother. Well,
That thing.
that,
Yeah,
Jabba the Hutt.
I wonder. I wonder. There's no way that she would have found my channel.
No,
There's no fucking way.
no.
I don't
She doesn't
think.
even know what Pooner Store means. She doesn't even know that word exists.
I have to change my name soon.
It's actually
I keep
BDG
forgetting.
Unknown, right? Or is it?
No, I was gonna change it to. I was gonna change it to Dr. Wormwood because I wanted something that was more aligned with like leg doctors because I really like
Yeah.
how they look.
Steely
Wormwood,
beat you to it.
but you know. Fuck him. But like, I keep forgetting to change it, and it wasn't until like Escape from Tarkov, which my name has always been Poonersor on that. It said, "Hey, you can't do that. You can't be Poonersor. You can't have that name. That's derogatory." I get it. It makes sense, but like, well, Pooner means, doesn't that mean
Vagina.
yeah, vagina or like pussy or
And
something?
sore just means sore, but or big.
A sore vagina,
like swelled.
Yeah.
That's basically vagina sore.
It was basically just big pussy.
Big,
Kind of.
a little
You
bit
think about it.
yeah. Fuck, but there was a fly infestation. Did I ever
Damn.
tell you guys about that?
I don't think so.
No way.
I mean, so I'm assuming it was a fly infestation. The flies kept showing up after we kept killing them. Like when we got there, I put. You guys know her. Call her Kia. You guys know her.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, she's thick too.
she was basically when she got there, she was on fly killing duty because, dude, there were so many goddamn flies. We would kill like 20 of them in a day. Like we kept a KD count. Like we kept
No way,
we kept
bro.
count. It was like it always got into the double digits every single fucking shift.
Damn.
And I went one day. I was just like, fuck it. This is because like. They're always landing on you and like buzzing up and trying to get in your fucking ear.
All those ones Hitler flies.
They're so I hated it so much, and so I was like, I fucking fuck this. I left my post. I left the shift because what are they gonna do? Fire me? Nobody wants to work there. They can't do shit. And so I drove all the way down to the goddamn Dollar General, bought those like fly strips that you hang from the ceiling. I hung it up, dude. Fucking covered in them.
Damn.
Like it changed colors by the end of the shift, you know.
Yeah.
And then my fucking boss, I get it when it's like you don't want some manager or whatever, some higher up coming in, seeing something that they can chew you out for.
Mhm.
But it's like she comes in there and she's like, "You can't have that up." It's like you're not doing anything about these fucking flies. Like this is this is a fucking health code violation. And she's like, okay, but just make it where people can't see it. It's like, fine. Jesus. To this day, I don't know if they've ever gotten rid of it.
Probably
I don't know. That's fucking. They were just all over the place. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do about it.
All I know is that those cake donuts are killer.
They used to.
The chocolate cake donuts. Oh,
Dude, those ones
Were those the ones that had like kind of looked like swirls? Is that what those?
No, those were like twisters or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought
The cake donuts, I don't know. It kind of tastes like.
The cake
Oh,
donuts
no,
just
I know what
taste
you
a little
mean.
bit more than the
Yeah,
other.
they're
like-
like smaller.
They're like smaller.
They're not
and,
the
like,
glazed.
They're like denser or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
actually like cake instead of like fluffy.
They do have good donuts.
Springy.
They do have good donuts there. I do like
their
their
pizza's pretty top
Yes.
notch too.
Had to make them. Yeah, they handmade everything.
Yep.
Well, except for no, we did hand make the breadsticks at the end. So
Yep.
yeah, we did. We had to fucking take a little brush and brush this garlic paste on it, and then top it with cheese.
That shit was fire.
They were
They
pretty.
should have kept those, man.
Well, they did at least. Did they change them?
Oh yeah, I thought they did.
Because like they had the frozen ones, the brick of
That's
cheese
what I'm
sticks.
thinking of. Those were crazy. I took the bricks and I put extra cheese on them.
I did the same exact thing, and then
Yeah.
but they changed that from that to, but now we have to
Man.
make them. They used to let us take donuts home, but then
Yeah.
they didn't allow us to do that because then they figured out that people would like. I got there when a bunch of other nasty people did some stupid shit. Like,
Yeah.
the reason we weren't allowed to be on our phones because, like, people would just sit back there and apparently, according to my boss, ignore customers, ignore phone calls, and just sit there and play games on their phone. And they would also call their friends over to give them free donuts
Damn.
instead of taking them themselves. And so they're like, okay, no more free donuts for coworkers. Right?
I remember Pink Eye Kid. He fucking he gave like it was like on. It was he didn't even try to hide it. He like gave like his classmates like it was literally 3 of those 12 like donut boxes, like the big square ones, and they just walked out the store with them. And I'm like, bro.
I did the same thing. I think I like snuck a box with me.
To the outside trash.
The outside trash, and then I would
Yeah.
pick and I would fucking take them
That's what I
out,
did
you know,
too.
all that shit. There was one time where some kids they were like seniors, and I had just got out of high school, and so they asked me, they were like, "Hook us up, man! Come on, like, can you give us some donuts? You're just gonna throw them away." And like I was like, "Meet me out back. Meet me out back." And I had just a fucking trash bag full of donuts there waiting for them. It's like, nice doing business with you. They were cool guys. They fucking, I think they kicked a druggie out of the Casey's once.
No way.
Well, I thought because like they show you stuff in the like the training
Yeah.
videos,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, this is never gonna fucking happen. Oh, like who, like they talk about like people who case the place.
Mhm.
They'll just like warn you like, stay in the store for a time, and they'll just walk around, not do. Saw this guy near the Casey's. Was there from like the start of my shift to like clock.
Damn.
Like he sit there for fucking 5 hours. And so then I brought the lady up front. I forget her name. I asked her like, that guy's like casing the place. And like, oh no, he's waiting for somebody. That's what he told me. I was like, I'm waiting for 5 fucking hours. There's no way. Apparently he was like high off his mind or something.
Damn.
Tripping balls, looking at the Cheeto boxes.
I don't know what it was. I heard this from the hooligans, is what I'll call them, the guys that I gave the donuts to.
Yeah.
They kicked him out because like they were making fun of him and all this shit and
No
all this
way.
shit. They came up to me and like, hey, that guy's been he looks like he's casing the place. You want us to like get rid of him for you? And I was like, I'm not gonna say shit. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want. And they did that. I think I heard from them. I didn't even like look at a news report or anything, but apparently they found this guy like passed out in a ditch next to the Loves. Something
Damn.
like that.
Dude, he must have been on something.
I think he was just fucking high on weed.
It was
'cause
tripping balls.
we
staring
found
at
a
the
little-
gum packets and
There's no
yeah,
way
for sure.
dude was that high. He
Well,
was just in the store for 5
Yeah.
hours.
maybe
He would have
it
been
was.
back off
Trust
of his
me, I
high.
would know.
that would have made sense why he kept going to the bathroom. But like after
DMT?
that, no, I was thinking, what the fuck's the thing that you cook with a spoon?
Meth?
Heroin?
The heroin or meth? I don't
Probably
know.
Heroin. Well, I mean, I don't know this.
Maybe we need. Like they take the spoon and the lighter.
Yeah,
and-
probably.
That's heroin.
Heroin.
That's
yeah,
heroin?
because Demi Lovato liked heating her spoons.
Yeah.
That's how I remember.
Yeah.
When I
remember
hear of
because
heroin
Jane.
and spoons,
Yeah.
I think Demi Lovato.
But
Damn.
no, we found a bag of like weed in the bathroom, like that same shift.
Damn.
So I was wondering like, what the fuck is this guy doing here? You
He
know?
probably just was tripping balls and forgot it.
Probably. I mean that makes sense. Fuck this thing.
I wouldn't. It's
What
black.
time? Oh God, we're 15 minutes in. We passed the time.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's all.
All right. Well, what games have we been playing?
Well, shit ton of RuneScape, of course, but I'll leave the books open to you guys because nobody
Has
wants
it just
to
been
hear it.
RuneScape?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah,
Jesus.
just playing RuneScape because the group Iron Man's coming together, doing some raids, killing Zulrah, the money snake.
All right. I
Bullet pipe.
watched you guys. Fucking, is that the big? No, that can't be the big alligator.
No, that's TOA, Tombs of Damascus. That's a raid. There's a big alligator, King K. Rool, he spits out at you. You gotta pray.
I recognize these words that you're using, but like, given context to like RuneScape, I kind of don't know. Like, is a raid in RuneScape similar to a raid in like
it's
Destiny
like,
or something like that?
I don't know. I've only been through one raid before, and I've seen, I don't know.
Only one.
They last pretty long, but usually it's like a party of people.
And you've been playing this game for like over a year, and you've only done
Like, probably 3 years.
3 years? Fuck.
2.5, probably, yeah. Right around there. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain a raid. It's just like a bigger group of people
You
usually
just, like-
going in and defeating. Well, for this one, there's like 5 different gates or 6, and you have to fight like a boss in each one. And eventually, you go up against the Spectral Guardian or Sentinel or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Is it like a raid in Destiny? Because I kind of understand.
I would
those.
say kind of, yeah, but I think Destiny is a lot more time consuming than RuneScape.
I wouldn't. Well, like I've heard of like people being like spending entire days doing it, like
Yeah.
with like Destiny.
Yeah, it's kind of the same concept. They're both MMOs.
You're just
kind
like you're going into like a place and defeating a boss to get like higher tier loot. Or
yeah,
something.
and you're just hoping to God you get a good drop. But most of the time when you come out of TOA, that raid, you're looking at a 1.5 to 2% chance at a purple, which is a unique. And those raids, I think Hayden does them in like 30 to 40 minutes. No, it's got to be quicker than that. There's no way. Probably 20s to 40s.
Jeez.
But-
Well, what have you been playing, Bobby?
Rainbow Six Siege. I just downloaded Apex again 2 days ago.
Did you win?
Oh. It's been rough.
Dude, it's hard to win in Apex, man. That game, it takes
Yeah.
talent. You gotta know how to aim, and your movement has to be on point.
The movement, everyone can move so good. So it's
Recoil, I like the gunplay in that game out of most of the battle royales and stuff.
I'm not used to like. I play a lot of games where like people die in very few hits.
Yeah.
And so it's not like a thing that bothers me like too much, but it always kind of irks me when I take like a submachine gun, like 20 rounds in it. I spray an entire magazine into them. Like they don't die because they have armor, you know?
Yeah.
And like that's just kind of how battle royales are. So it's like it's whatever, but like that like irks me a bit. It's not enough to make me not play the game.
Yeah.
I spent $50 in it to get that one skin. So I feel like I kind of have to.
You're
Yeah.
talking about
Play
the
it.
Plague Doctor?
Yeah, for fucking Bloodhound. Dude, that guy's fucking amazing.
Yeah. He's
Like, I played him once, and I'm like, why would anybody not play Bloodhound? If somebody fucking tooted, you would know. Like, there was this, like, what the fuck? It was one of the times that you and me played, like a random. There was this dude. There was this, like, trio, and we killed, like, 2 of them, and the third guy ran off, and I tracked that motherfucker across the map.
We followed him all the way across the map.
I was like, where's this fucker? He's under the bridge.
Dude, I've had some good times on Hunt, but I've also had some bad times on it. I think it's a very well-rounded game, and I think it speaks to like a very unique part of the gaming community, and there's only a set of people who kind of play it. I think a lot more people should give her a shot.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it is about that game. I can usually keep my cool. Like, you've seen me play Tarkov. Like, I stream Tarkov in the fucking Discord, and like I would die repeatedly, and I'd be fine. But like, I don't know what it is about Hunt. It just fucking riles me up. I mean, I have the most hours in it. I have 500 hours in it, which isn't a lot.
That's a hefty amount.
Well, I mean, compared to like, I feel like I play a lot of video games, but it's so fucking spread out among so many different things, you know.
It's nice to have a variety, though.
Yeah, I see your
I
Steam tab, and it's like 500 games, and mine's like 30.
Well, you're pretty new. You only got a computer like a year, 2 years ago.
now.
I've spent way too much on CS:GO knives.
Oh, God. Fucking Jesus. I never. Well, no, I have. I did get pulled into fucking loot boxes once. It was for that witch mercy skin on Overwatch.
Yep.
For Overwatch?
Because you can only unlock it during Halloween, at least back in the day, I
Yeah.
think. And so like
that, and then on like the New Year's event or the anniversary event. But that's why
I think you can buy it now, can't you?
yeah, you can. So that's why I don't like Overwatch 2. I mean, they have to make money somehow, but all their cosmetics now are just like fully like transactional. Like, you can only like buy them with real money.
I think that's fine. Well, how much are they for a skin?
So if you want a legendary skin, which realistically most of the legendary ones are really the only ones that you'll want. I mean, some of the other ones are pretty cool.
Well, it's like, what is your option? Like, a lot of the, what the fuck? I'm trying to think of the rarity. The purple ones, right? Those are the ones that like kind of change the color, but also sometimes change the whole.
Yeah, the whole fit.
Yeah, those ones are fine, but mostly it's just like the purples and the legendaries, and it's like.
But the legendaries now, they cost $20 each.
That is steep.
Yeah.
That's steep.
Dude, have you seen Valorant and how much? Dude, there's so many skins that come out. There's like a new skin set like out every, I think, like 3 weeks.
Damn.
And they charge like $50. You get like a skin for maybe a Vandal Phantom, which is like the submachine gun and the AR, and then maybe a classic pistol, or I don't even know. You don't even get like a full set. Like, it's not every single weapon gets that skin. Only a certain.
I've seen some of the skins on Valorant. Like, they look neat.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into them, and you can tell that they put a lot more toward making money on the game than the actual content.
Well, what I like about the Valorant skins is I assume they don't have loot boxes. I haven't played that game in fucking forever.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Like, because I'm thinking of like CS:GO and like how they do the rates and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, they don't have any kind of reward system. The only thing you can get that you can put on your gun is like whatever rank you make it to, you get like a little tally or little charm.
Like the number.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
like if you made it to immortal, you'll have an immortal charm.
Like whenever I look at the weapon skins on Valorant, they look nice. Like, there's none of them that like I wouldn't be unhappy if I got one of them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's no like, oh, this gun is orange. You know?
I think every week they just have this thing in the top right you can click, and it'll give you a random set of 6, I think it is, like skins. And they're just discounted.
Mr. Discounted.
Yeah.
But like, how much? You said like 50.
Yeah, they can go from 20 to like 50 to 80, I think. Like, there's some crazy skins.
There's no fucking middle ground for like, because like it was originally, know this, Bob, back in the day in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which is what I grew up with. We had season passes.
Oh yeah.
And people had an issue with them because they were like, "Oh, you have to pay a full $60." You know, you're basically buying the game again. You know, so if you want to buy like, if you're buying Call of Duty, which is like $60 already, and then you want to buy the DLC for it, then you basically have to buy 2 like Call of Duty. So $120 for everything, right? And then came out with loot boxes.
Oh,
and now
man.
you get a chance. And now gambling is a fucking issue with that. And then there's battle passes. They all have their own fucking issues. I've always felt like, just let me buy the skin I want. Like I think the way Hunt Showdown does it is fun because there's like you can just buy the skins you want, and they're not like fucking ridiculously expensive either. Like, I mean, you have to buy their stupid fucking currency or whatever, but like if you want a gun, like I'm trying to think, there's like a knife skin that's just a broken bottle. It's like $5 or maybe $7 or something. Like, it's in fucking CS:GO. How much would that fucking be? Like, how much do knives go for in CS:GO? Like,
A lot. It just depends. Like, it can go from 40 to probably 5,000, 10,000.
there
Damn,
are people,
A lot.
dude.
Damn.
There are people that have literally, I'm not even joking, made a living trading for like CS:GO knives and stuff.
Yeah, I told Bob about that one day. I forgot his name. Like,
Is it the same guy that like drove into oncoming traffic?
yeah, with his Lambo, he had like $250,000 worth of skins in
Holy
his Steam
shit.
account, and he got trade banned or something like
Yeah,
that.
so they permanently locked his account.
Okay.
So now all these skins and stuff, they're just in limbo. You can't do anything with them. Like,
Dang.
you can use them in the game, but then like he fucking drove into oncoming traffic. I think it killed like a family or something like that.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like-
went out with style.
You know,
Damn. Oh,
without style.
like the dude in
Fucking
Harry
yeah,
Potter.
What? That's like his only line, I think. Now that I'm thinking about it.
the wait, which one?
The
guy in the
big black guy with like the
With the
fez
blue?
hat. Yeah, the blue fez or whatever. And he's
yeah.
like, you gotta admit,
yeah, he escapes with the Phoenix and goes.
Oh yeah.
Dumbledore's got style.
Yeah.
And that's it.
He's got like one more line, I think, in like Order of the Phoenix or some shit, and he tells like Harry.
I thought that was his line in Order of the Phoenix. Was just that.
No, I think there's something else.
He
But
had
yeah,
to.
he's
I
got like
think
two
he had to have
lines.
speaked more than
Bro.
just that. I think.
I mean, I wouldn't. Like,
He was in multiple movies.
Dude,
He just never spoke.
I don't remember his name. We watched those in all those movies. I
Oh,
don't know
he
his
might have
name.
been there when Harry came back.
What
to,
is
like,
his
the little
name?
secret place. God,
What is
like-
his name? They
who?
never.
Severus.
No, the guy we're talking about.
Oh, Sirius Black.
No,
No, the black.
the black guy.
Oh, I have no clue.
Exactly.
He's so irrelevant. I don't know his name.
But he's always there, like in the background or something. Like he's a part of the order. You know, I don't even think he's there for the final fight. I don't remember him.
I'm not gonna.
Look it up his name. Those are some fun moves. I like the first one. You guys don't like the first one.
Yeah, I
do
mean,
you?
it was a good, you know.
I always think of the first one as a Christmas movie. It just has those kind of vibes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Oh.
you find out his name?
No, I didn't actually, dude.
Does it not say?
I'm not even gonna lie. Do you remember? Okay, there was a scene in Harry Potter where they're in that one weird chick's class. And,
Yeah.
Kingsley.
Kingsley.
Yeah.
Kingsley, okay.
Shack Bolt.
Yeah.
Kingsley
That-
Shackle.
Bolt.
Yeah. So there's a part where they're in that weird chick's class, right?
I thought
And it shows like Ron like looking in this little bowl, and she's like telling their futures or some shit.
Oh no, yeah.
And then the black kid's like, that's an omen or something like that. And I was trying to search up the guy, and that's the only guy that would pop up.
Yeah.
The only guy.
He was just more relevant.
There was also a kid that looked like Jid.
I literally typed in black guy in Harry Potter of Order of the Phoenix.
I had to put in an older black guy in order to find him.
Yeah. Because it kept showing the kid. That's how irrelevant.
Older
it is.
black guy from Harry Potter.
I,
And then I had to scroll down a little bit, but he's there.
all right, well, 30 minutes. I've been fucking bouncing between games. I've been uninstalling, reinstalling all these different fucking. I installed fucking Far Cry New Dawn for like 10 minutes, and then I uninstalled it.
I find myself doing that with games also. Just like, I haven't played this in a while. Let's load her up. And then you like start the game and you're like,
I don't know what it is about Far Cry. Far Cry is just it controls weird. Like it feels like I'm playing on console, like with a controller.
Yeah,
but I'm on PC. It's a keyboard. There's no real way to. I don't know.
I love Far Cry.
I like Far Cry
4, 5, super good.
I like New Dawn. It's just there's some stuff that kind of annoys me in it. I mean, it's the same thing in all of them.
Was it just built by a different company? Because
No.
it just felt like it was ground up different, other than the storyline.
So what they usually do is, at least since Far Cry 4, since Far Cry 3, so in Far Cry 3 they had Far Cry 3 and then they had Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. So they release kind of the same game again, but like with a twist. So like remember Far Cry 4, and then there was Far Cry Primal that used the same map as 4, but it was in the caveman era, you know?
Oh, it did? Oh,
Yeah.
I never played that one.
That's the only one I have played.
Then it went to Far Cry 5, and then it was Far Cry New Dawn, and then the Far Cry 6, and I'm sure there's going to be another, like, not a DLC, but like another game that's like kind of similar with it. But there was that. I've been in a World War II kick lately. I've been playing fucking old CODs.
Yeah, how did I forget that? We played the campaign last night at like
we beat
12 o'clock in the morning.
We beat
midnight,
I can't fucking speak. We
Okay.
beat World at War in like less than 4 hours.
Probably.
Maybe
It was probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Damn.
We died a couple times, but like most of it, like we were just running and gunning.
we were running and gunning. We were on regular.
Oh, we were?
I think
I have no clue. It was
Might have
whatever
been
you picked.
we might have been on. No, we were on regular because I was like, I just want to play the fuck.
I tell you what, those Germans know how to throw grenades.
They do not, dude. All of them. It's like they're fucking spot on, and it's really different to like. So, because I played World at War, then I played Call of Duty 2, like, and in Call of Duty 2, it's fine. It's aged fine. Like, it's not terrible, but like the AI and like the guns and stuff like that, they like throw a grenade like in front of you. So like if you're behind cover, they'll throw a grenade at you, and it'll just land in front of the cover. So in World at War, they throw it exactly on top of you.
Oh, shit.
Like,
They had to have arced it too. Like you'd be behind stuff and it would just be on you.
no, yeah, it's exactly on. It's like, I kind of get, that's fine because it like forces you out of cover and does all that stuff. Like, it's fine there. I don't mind it there. I have a fucking issue Fallout 4 how they do their grenades, because survival, they have Molotovs. Molotovs is no, it's fine. Molotovs aren't. But then when you're dealing with in survival, they can be like 2 feet from you, and like they're programmed to throw a grenade if you're like behind cover, right? But even if like a part of you is behind cover, they'll just fucking chuck it, and it doesn't matter if you're like really far away or like 2 feet away from them. It's like you're like peeking out of a door, and they'll just fucking chuck it at their feet, basically, like right in front of you, and it insta kills you, and you can't quick save in survival mode. It's whenever you slept last, and so it's like, oh, fucking walk all the way, kill all the guys outside, go back inside, up, Molotov, go back, fucking. But I've also been playing Battlefield 5 and fucking, what else was there? Titanfall 2 as well.
Titanfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking at getting back into Battlefield. Maybe that one just doesn't feel as competitive. I'm kind of getting
Battlefield-
tired of the super competitive games.
maybe try one. Battlefield 5 is like fucking still
Well,
$50.
we tried one, and the servers were just
Well, that was before 2042.
through.
And, you know, everyone was playing Battlefield 5, and then they were like, all right, let's move on to Battlefield 2042, and then that bombed. And then everyone was like, all right, well, mass dislike the fucking game. Let's go back to the old ones again. I'm pretty sure that, when was Battlefield 4 released? Like, it's had a solid
Probably
player base.
2013, right?
It
Probably
has had
right
a
around there.
solid player base for like the past 10 years, basically, because like there are just a certain number of people that just like that modern Battlefield setting, that just really like that game, and it's a good game. I really like it. I played a shit ton of it with recent Trey on Xbox One.
October 29th, 2013.
2013, so yeah, fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because like Battlefield 1 came out, and no, it was So it was Battlefield 4. It was Battlefield Hardline. Hardline was like they took away the whole like war thing, and instead it's cops versus robbers. I really liked Battlefield.
Like Payday 2.
Not like, I mean, kinda. It's like, it's basically Battlefield, but they're trying to like fit it into this like small like city setting. I liked it because it's like there weren't any tanks. I fucking hate tanks in those goddamn games.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Because-
about like ground war or something like that. You got to put up with these guys that are like,
You'd have these people that would like sit in the back of the map with a tank, and like they would be next to a rock, and they would shoot you from a mile away, and if you hit them with one rocket, which only does like maybe 20 damage, so you have to hit them like 5 times with a rocket to kill them, they'll just pull it in fucking reverse, heal up, and then go right back out and just start sniping people again. Like, if you had good tank players in those games, are next to impossible to fucking kill.
Damn.
If you see somebody on the scoreboard who has like 60 kills and maybe 1 death, it's the guy with the tank.
yeah, he just has a thermal scope and he can like throw smokes and stuff. It's so broken.
It's fucking, and then in Battlefield Hardline, they didn't have that. That's cool. That's fine. I like that. I can't remember what people didn't like about Hardline, though.
I don't know. I didn't really like the play as much. Or the movement. I don't know. Something felt off about the game.
But then,
Well, that was just my...
no, yeah.
I don't know what a lot of people
had a-
disliked about it.
I think what the fuck they did different. There were like, they had like interrogations, so you could like go up behind somebody and like take down, and then you would see, it would mark everybody on the map on the enemy team for all your team for like a couple seconds or something like that. They had like certain weapons that were only for one side because they had the cops and the robbers, and so like they had different weapons that were for different teams. There was
Like
also
OG Siege.
yeah.
Like OG.
Yeah, but it's like they kind of had the same weapons, but some of them like, and you got to kind of be careful because if they're not balanced right, that's an issue.
Yeah.
And then there was Battlefield 1. I like Battlefield 1. What did you think of Battlefield 1 when it?
I enjoyed it.
I remember you guys didn't like the beta. I can't
The
remember what
maps.
was wrong with the beta.
I had a problem with the maps.
Yeah.
I didn't really like them. I wish there was some kind of like Operation Locker version of Battlefield 1, but there just wasn't something like that. I don't.
No, there was
there?
something like that. I'm
Oh,
trying
maybe
to
it was
think
like a
of-
different game mode and the maps were.
I think of what map was similar to Operation. Okay, so for you, who's never played Battlefield, so Operation Locker is basically this map where it's like Conquest. So it's like Domination, but it's like 5 flags, and it's a way bigger map, right? So Operation Locker is basically a map with so fucking tight quarters. There's no vehicles or anything on the map, which is nice. But like, there's one flag in the middle of the map. There is just a choke point that nobody can get through. 50% of the time you're playing on Operation Locker, you are fighting in that chokehold. And it's like if I could take turns to go to the bathroom. Like everyone's in a line just like waiting, like, oh, it's my turn to peek, and then they get fucking mowed
Boom.
down.
Okay.
Just explosions going off everywhere. For people who like, fucking that
Or
action all the
or
time.
like Overwatch, where there's choke points on every map, and it's ass.
Yeah, but in this case it doesn't move. It's just constantly fucking attrition, and it's basically just whoever gets there and holds it first. Like, it's fucking chaos on it.
Hey, there's
Like-
an outside. You can go around the
Like
that
24/7
one. I hate going around the outside. They're just like
there's always,
a
like,
group of people
snipers.
just like
You would-
up on a ledge just sniping.
You would look up there and there'd be like fucking 10 sniper glints looking at you. You get bodied or headshot.
Yeah, I can say it can get boring at times, but it can also be super fun when you're just fighting over an objective.
You want to hear my hot take about Battlefield and like snipers in general?
Huh.
I think snipers are probably the most broken fucking thing
Dude,
ever.
they are.
And
Especially
like
when you're in like hardcore.
people don't want to admit it because they think it requires skill to aim. And I mean, you're right, but any gun requires skill to aim.
Yep.
And people would look at me and be like, you use shotguns. And I'm like, bitch, I am working with deficit here. Because like beyond 5 feet in most games, like think of like Rainbow. Like there's no fucking reason to not use a submachine gun. The only reason I use like shotguns is because it's like, they're fun. I like pulling the trigger and then they fucking get blasted backwards.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to watch them do a double backflip when I just pulled the trigger, you know?
Or like that weird case when you like shoot them and they just randomly jump up in the air. And they're just dead.
That too.
Yeah, I feel like the only reason I would dislike a shotgun is because my play style is going against a shotgun is very counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Like I'm a PP Bison user and I like close quarters. I just get railed by shotguns every time.
And so like if you know, because I learned it very quick. Because Reese on Nuketown, he would equip like the DSR in Black Ops 2. He knew the spawn points in the map. Like there was a mini map on the thing that constantly showed where he was. So I would spawn in because the entire map is made out of fucking tinfoil. He'd just shoot me through like 3 buildings and kill me. And every time I spawn, instantly dead. Spawn, instantly dead. Spawn, instantly dead. Because he's just fucking shooting through the map and I can't do anything. He knows the spawns.
Reese he's just insane,
He's
man.
fucking nuts.
He's just always been better.
And so like
I am better.
And so like the scout in like Battlefield, each one's supposed to have like a job, right? And so you have like the assault or whatever, like the operator, the assault who has like anti-tank stuff, supposed to be good at combat. Then you got the medics, they heal people. That makes sense. You got the support, they're like they can heal tanks and they also give everyone ammo. They can lay down like mines and stuff like that. Scouts, they don't do fucking shit. What they're supposed to do is they're supposed to spot people. So they're supposed to be like, hey, there's a guy over there. Hey, a guy over there. Hey, there's a guy over there. You know, they throw the fucking recon thing or they shoot the flare, but they don't do that. They sit on top of a mountain with their respawn beacon and they just snipe people from like 50 million miles away. And then they end the game with 3 kills. But God, they fucking calculated it with like, I don't know.
It's so satisfying getting a kill from that far. That's the only reason. If I'm bored and I just want to play some Battlefield, I just do that. I'm not gonna lie.
I think if they remove snipers from every game, it would honestly improve everything.
Kind of.
Yep.
It's like it's whatever, but like God,
I think they were kind of the first initiative push toward competitive gaming.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
So like quick
Like it seemed like the most competitive people. Like when I was playing Call of Duty for the first time, Black Ops 2, all of these kids playing snipers.
Oh,
Stuff.
it was fucking.
And of course, I would get shat on, and I'd just be watching these guys jump off of a jet on a carrier
fucking throwing
into the ocean. Yeah, but those guys are cracked though.
Oh yeah, no, that was really.
They pushed. I kind of think
They just
the first initial
snipers. Siege too.
Yeah, I can like I get what they're. It's just so close quarters. And like either it works or it doesn't.
Like right when Callie dropped the sniper bitch, like her sniper would down you no matter where you shot them. Like besides the head, it would down you.
Yeah,
but
I remember this.
But now, if you shoot him in the toe, it does like 10 damage with a sniper.
I mean, that makes a lot more sense. I think you should be more immobile. You know, if you get fucking shot in the foot, that's gonna. Nobody's wearing fucking metal-plated boots. You're down a foot if you get by a 50 cal.
10 damage. That's it.
It's probably less than that. But like,
because like I always thought of it as like a trade-off. Because like you have Blaz, right? He has the fucking semi-auto sniper, so he could just fucking spray down range. Like he does a lot of damage, but he won't like insta-kill you.
Well, here's the thing too. Like his sniper does like 70 damage a shot. So no matter what, if you're getting shot twice, you're dead.
Exactly.
And shot once in the head, you're dead.
No, yeah.
Whereas like with this, like Callie's sniper, there's like travel time too, with her bullets. Yeah.
What the heck?
Because like, I mean, that would make more sense if it instantly downed you, shot in like the chest or the toe or whatever. But like, if it doesn't do that, then there's just no point in using her.
No, yeah, they should just take her out of the game.
Because like, you have that fucking underbarrel. What does it do? It like just breaks.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like a hard. It can get through hard breach.
Yeah.
Can it get through hard breach?
Yeah, it goes through hard walls.
That's how you like take off the Jaegers and.
Does it make a hole through the reinforced walls? Okay, then it's basically useless because.
It's like an impact that goes through.
No, yeah, you can get rid of like new jammers or bandits or Cade claws.
Yeah, but like
it explodes on the other side.
But then why wouldn't I just pick like Thatcher for like any operator with one of those impact EMPs.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't. They
This
don't
is-
have a sniper.
I mean, yeah, but then
They
I
don't
just
have
use
cool
glass.
sniper that go boom. Yeah.
Honestly, like, there's no reason not to.
Have you seen that thing? What does it go into like 8 times or something like that? I don't even know.
It go-
You can,
No, you
Oh,
can
no,
zoom,
yeah.
you can zoom it in like past. I think it's like 10 times.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's-
zoom in really like.
Or 12 times it might even. It's so dumb. They should take that out of the game.
Well, the issue with the fucking snipers in that game is their job is basically just to kill people. You know, they're just made to get picks. And
Well-
like if you're not doing that, like if you're losing as a glass, then I don't want you.
yeah, and
Anywhere near
your whole
glass.
team goes into sight, and then you're just awkwardly
Standing out-
like across the map.
It's like
just
standing outside
now
on plane, yeah.
rappelling onto sight. You're like,
Well, that's why they changed Glass. Glass is really useful now because he has a bearing 9 and grenades.
He had grenades before, didn't he?
Yeah, but people are more inclined to pick them now because he has the bearing 9. Because it's an SMG, and you can just run in the map with an SMG. No
I
problem.
would rather have smokes as glass.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but but it makes more. I mean,
It makes it a lot easier to get into. Like, you could probably go and rappel up to a window and then check it out, throw a smoke, and if you want to, you can get into sight.
Warden's fucking useless. I'm just gonna like. I mean, can he like? Does he still have to sit still to see through smoke?
I mean, kind of. You can move a little
You can
bit.
move still, but you don't have to sit still like completely.
Because like if it's as good as what like Glass has, because when he first came
No.
out, it was so stupid because it's like it's just whoever sits still first, and it's
Mhm.
always the Glass because he's not gonna be fucking moving.
Yeah.
You know, so he's just sitting there watching it, and then Warden's fucking go and fucking like peeks and has to wait like 5 seconds for it to clear up, and then he gets shot in the head.
Mm-hmm.
No point.
Dude, Warden.
Warden's so.
So useless.
I
isn't
love
he?
the
Or
way
is
he
he's
looks, but-
situational. If you got like an annoying Ying on the other side, I can
Mhm.
see him being
Not even that, because I think his fucking glasses or whatever take longer to like if a Ying throws the thing in there, you have like maybe less like half a second to fucking react before because he has to look at it, and then by that point it's already gone off.
So even if it does go off when you turn your glasses on, it turns everything back to normal.
I mean that.
But he's still useless because, like, he's even more useless now because the defense can be counterpicked. Like, if you see someone on the enemy team, like before the round even starts, you're like, oh shit, they don't have a Jaeger. I'm picking you, and
Yeah,
then you
there's-
just run in.
There's just so many more useful characters than him in that.
Mm-hmm. Jaeger.
Yeah, Jaeger, fucking
Ew.
or Clash.
Clash.
What do you say? Useless?
Warden.
Or useful?
Warden's useless. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
I mean he's immune to flashes and smokes, but
Well,
like.
yeah.
wouldn't
That's what you guys were naming off.
But when you like, if you have a warden who's one person who's immune to flashes, it would be
Mhm.
just 10 times more useful just to have a Jaeger so
Oh.
that they can get rid of
Yeah.
the flashes and the smokes. I really gotta piss,
Yeah.
so
That's
pee
fine.
break.
Yeah.
But just so you, in case you guys are wondering, my piss is nice and clear.
Oh.
A little tint of yellow, so I'm not too overhydrated.
Mhm.
but, you
Actually,
know.
think about it. Could have been anybody. Dude, there was one time I was on the John and I was laying it down, and I hear Bob. Bob comes up the stairs. And
I just see that the door's closed.
Yeah, and I just hear him under his breath. You already know what he said.
Jesus. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I just walked back down, and I was like, "Damn, someone's in there."
I didn't fucking ask you guys because I'm gonna have like a picture
Mhm.
something, and our character's gonna be like moving. And ask what your character, what you want it to be. I'm gonna have to draw it. So it's gonna be.
I can draw it for you.
You want to draw it?
It'll take 5 seconds.
Is it a Bobby chicken?
It is.
Oh, it is a Bobby. Oh no, yeah. You can just make, we can just make a
It's my
Bobby
chicken.
chicken. What about you?
Uh,
Is it anything? A turtle?
A chinchompa.
dude, I don't even know.
A dish of flan?
A dish of flan. I had one of those in Mexico. I think
They sell those at Walmart.
they do it better here.
Where's flan? Flan? Where's it from?
It's Mexican.
It's Mexican?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think so.
I don't know.
I thought
It's like
was-
caramelized, and
What even is it? It's just caramelized like pudding?
I think it's some kind of pudding. with like I think there's supposed to be some kind of coconut in it. I have no clue.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a weird dessert. It looks kind of hard to cook.
Coconut's weird.
Yeah,
Coconut's.
I don't like coconut.
We got that fucking
Get a mound bar.
Well, no, that's different than like what I'm talking about is like that is heavily sweetened coconut. You know, that's in a chocolate bar. Like they gotta make it like, oh, well, fucking.
What about coconut ice cream?
I've never had coconut ice
I
cream.
could get down.
It
with
changed my life. Went to Hawaii, got some coconut ice cream.
They have no, they have.
It's crazy.
So they do have coconut ice cream. Now I'm thinking about it at the Walmart. They have like there's like a section of the frozen that's just like Mexican treats basically.
Yeah.
They have like two sections of that. There's one in one aisle that's like Mexican like cereal and Mexican stuff, and then there's another one that's just Mexican like ice cream. They have like what the fuck is it called? Raisin. It's like rum raisin flavor, something like that. I don't know.
I don't even like raisins either.
It has like a
Dude, I
barrel,
love raisins.
so like that's the rum.
More of a grape kit.
More of a grape guy. Yeah, grape, like artificial grape. You said you like grape flavor. That's what makes.
I kind of like artificial grape.
I like grape flavor, but not for the same reason that I like grapes.
Okay, you're just talking grapes in general. Okay, my grandma, she does something fucking. Well, it's weird for me because I had a lot of teeth work done, so my teeth are very sensitive. But she takes grapes, and she just freezes them. Then she takes a bowl of them, and just eats them like that, like fucking ice cubes.
We've done that before. It's not.
Well, it's just like it's like biting into ice cream. Like nobody bites into ice cream. You lick ice cream, you know? Because like, at least for me, my teeth are so fucking sensitive that it's like you bite into it and it's just like, ah!
My two front teeth are sensitive, but if I'm chewing on something like with my molars or something like that, I won't have that issue. I don't know if that's genetic, but I actually met a guy. His name was Jerry. I used to go to a daycare, and the wife's husband was Jerry. Anyways, he would just like eat ice cream with his teeth, and it would just put me on edge, man. Like, how is that human?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You dive your teeth into some fucking ice cream.
That's I don't know. It's just every fucking time it's like bite into it and it's just like sends a fucking shock down like my teeth and it just hurts. Like I don't want to fucking deal with that.
Yep.
I like ice cream, but like I mean ever since I got all that teeth work done, I'm like anything that has sugar in it, like candy or something like that, I don't.
This might be going a little off the track. I know Riley hasn't done this, but Bob might have. So at football games, when we went to football games, there's like a group of kids that'd get together and there'd be like a little youth football game going on at the high school game.
I know it's like over by the other bleachers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
Either that or like out front
Like
of
youth,
the high school.
like little kids or something
So-
like that?
Yeah, I mean, kind of like.
Do you remember like the kind of the layout of the old high school track?
Yeah, I remember.
So by the visitor bleachers, there's that section of like grass with like next
with
to
like
the,
the triple jump pit and pole vault. Yeah.
Yeah. So there always used to be like a little, I don't know, like a little kids game, like when they were playing the actual football game, and we would just run around and tackle each other. Or like sometimes kids would get pissed and like tell their moms or something. But
I think I told.
Yeah, we would have to run. We knew where to hide.
I remember I was at one of those games and there was a kid that kept annoying me, and I went up to him and I got to his level, and I grabbed him on the shoulder, and I said to him, "I can kill you in like 20 different ways," and he laughed at me and ran away.
No way, man.
They don't have fear.
no.
They don't know what it is. Maybe I scarred him for life. He doesn't know until later, though.
Dude, I think kids are just built different nowadays.
They are.
They actually had the internet. We had it like halfway through our childhood, but now like technology is just
It's
like
readily
bleached out
available.
so
Is
much.
that us though? I feel like we grew up with the internet though.
I
Like
mean,
we
yeah,
didn't,
but like not at the stage that it's at. Like
yes.
I didn't know what the hell
Like when
Google
Obama
was or
in
what I
office
was
in
doing.
2008. Like he started office in 2008, and I specifically remember this. I was sitting in like our car or something, and he was talking on the radio about like his new BlackBerry phone, and like at the time, like those BlackBerry phones were like it was like like the highest tech of like phones like ever.
Yeah.
And they were just like
This
phone,
screen with a bunch
like,
of buttons.
2 inches, and like the keypad was like another
yeah.
2 inches.
Yeah, yeah.
And like we thought that like damn, like that's crazy. Like we can just do this, and now we have like shit that's 20 times more impressive, and we just don't even bat an eye at it.
I mean, I grew up, so like I had Wi-Fi before I came here, but then like it got cut off or something. I don't know if we couldn't pay it or if they cut our internet cable or something like that, and we just never had access. But then I moved here, and I just watched Lego videos, like Lego stop motion animation.
Oh,
and I would bookmark every single one. And so you'd go onto the laptop, open up Chrome or whatever, and you just see like thousands of bookmarks. And I would never go back to watch any of them.
No way.
Because I couldn't find any of them. Because I couldn't, like, if I remembered, like, the fucking Lego video with that ninja or whatever, I don't know where to look. There's just so many fucking things. Can't find it. But, because, like, I'm, like, 21. And I remember things that, like, I'm listening to videos. People talking about, like, those young kids or whatever. Don't know what these are. And I'm like, supposed to be one of those kids that doesn't know what those are, because I know what those are. But then again, my parents made me but I kind of grew up on older stuff. Like, I didn't have an Xbox 360. I had a PlayStation 2, and I had that until like the Xbox One was released, and then I got an Xbox 360. And then like when the Xbox One was like halfway through its life cycle, then I got an Xbox One.
I remember that. We played it on the Xbox 360. My dad gifted us like this Xbox One, and me and Chase were so hyped to have it. It just came out. We had like Dead Rising 3, like one of the only 2 games you could buy at the time. That's how early it was.
Jesus.
And just nobody had one yet. And Dad just like bought this, and he was like pissed at us, like, buy this $400 goddamn game and shit. You don't play the goddamn game. It's like, I don't want you to play games anyways, but why the fuck I buy that for you? And I was like, none of our friends have it yet, and he just wouldn't understand. We kept telling him.
Because like he grew up with okay.
Oh, he hates video games.
He hates
Dustin.
them? Did he ever like play them in his youth or anything?
No,
'Cause, like,
he was a military guy, and he was kind of a foster kid. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't say a lot like Bob, but I wouldn't say he was a foster. He grew up in a foster home pretty much. Like, there were like 4 other kids that were fosters, him and Chandra. But yeah. Went into the army, and then I think my grandpa shot him in the wrist. Like, he has a huge scar, like, right here. Don't know how he bled out. Yeah, he was yeah, I don't know if he was abused. I don't know. He's a good guy.
That doesn't actually, no, that does surprise me. It never seemed like, at least when I was over there, maybe that's because he was, you're talking about, like, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that dad. Like, he never had a problem with us playing video.
No, he doesn't like it at all. He just knows that I'm gonna do it either way.
Janine hated it too.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
He's I would say my dad's a lot more of a blue collar. I'm a lot like him in that. I think I'd be more of a blue collar guy, but
my dad is also a blue collar, but he because in college he was like broke, but he was still playing like games in college and stuff like that. Like, I think he actually told me that he sold his NES so he could buy beer, something like that.
Yeah, my dad never drinks, and he never drank during. I mean, a lot of people don't drink through high school, but I'm sure back then a lot of people probably did. He didn't partake in any of that, and I know for a fact he's never smoked a cigarette, so he's definitely never smoked weed either. But I don't know. He seems like a really goody two shoes guy, and then he's a blue collar guy, so it just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, yeah, but like, my dad's a fucking blue collar, and he's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
I've met him a couple times. I mean, he doesn't really say much. He says what he needs to.
Oh yeah, he fucking. I'm trying to think of. He called you Ashtray. Something
Yep.
like that was his nickname for
I remember,
you. He called you Ashtray.
I remember that. I remember you saying that.
Fucking your mother. Oh boy.
That thing is That
That
thing is
thing-
interesting.
I wish I just would have known what it was like to go to Bob's house. Just
well,
know
I
what
don't,
it,
well,
what
I
it
don't
was
think
like.
you would have liked going.
Going to
Well,
Bob's
maybe I would have been able to understand.
going to Bob's house and like living at Bob's house are two very different
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Being
Yeah.
a visitor is way different
Oh, I
because
bet. Yeah.
like Monty's pretty cool. I really liked Monty.
96% of the time,
Yeah.
it's chill.
But like Janine, God, my dad,
Janine is the other way around.
she fucking installed
49% of the time.
the
Chill.
camera and stuff like that, and it's like odd. And she
Yeah.
had the fucking she could hear you, couldn't she?
Yeah, no,
Something
she,
that?
like she had the camera and a baby monitor,
It's dumb.
so she could hear because the camera
God.
didn't have sound.
Like she's
Alright.
I'm not a
Well, I mean, there's
I'm
no
not a-
doubt.
not a parent, so I don't really know how to raise a kid, but I feel like you guys weren't abusing the Xbox or anything.
Oh,
like
no.
that. Like I don't know.
Like she gave each of us 30 minutes a day.
30 minutes?
Yeah, to play whatever we wanted, and I would try to explain to her. So at the time I was on my Skyrim binge, and I played it on the Xbox 360. Well, if you know anything about the game, the loading screens take 3 minutes themselves on the 360 at least, and so I would like do like a quarter of a mission, and then the 30 minutes would be up, and I'd be like, well, fuck, like I can't just like leave it here. And so I would try to explain, and she's like, nope, 30 minutes, that's it. No, I'm like, all right.
How many kids were in your household at that time?
Well, it's how many wanted to play the Xbox,
Mhm.
and there were 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And so when each one of us, they wanted to play for an hour, that'd be 4 hours. And there wasn't really many games that we would like play together,
Yeah.
because I would always want to play like Overwatch or my Dragon Ball game, and then my brothers would want to play like fucking Nathan would want to play Fortnite for
God.
3
Oh,
hours, and
I was
In Fortnite, man.
yeah, no, actually.
he would scream.
Yeah, like he would scream at like 2 a.m. and that was like most of the reason that like we got the time limit. It was
Yeah,
because of
I'm
Nathan,
betting
bro.
Fucking
He would stay up till like 2 a.m. literally screaming on the Fortnite game, bro.
Jesus, man.
Dude, I hated like what is it, Sunday nights because Blake would just be so loud, man. So loud when it came to like Chiefs and football and everything.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
That's his team, of course.
Yeah.
He is the definition of a Chief fan. The reason they get a very bad.
I remember the first time it was you weren't there yet, it was Zach. I remember the first time spending the night at that house, and at 8 p.m.
Mhm.
on like a Saturday 8 p.m. was when we had to go to bed.
Mhm.
I was able to sleep till like 11 o'clock, like 11 p.m. on like not on a school night.
Mhm.
On a school night, it was like 10. I had to be in bed by 10. Like if it was like on the weekend, I could stay up to like 11, like midnight or whatever. My parents wouldn't care too much because it wasn't a school night, so
Mhm.
it's like whatever. And I feel like depending on the kind of kid, like you kind of have to gauge, like, you know.
Yeah.
But like 8 p.m. and then she'd set us in there and she's like, all right, good night. And Zach would be like, all right, good night. And he'd fucking sit there and Janine would play the tape, these like Bible stories. So I'd be listening to them and I'm like,
I know what you're talking
I can't
about.
fucking sleep because I'm
Yeah.
listening to this goddamn thing. What the fuck is even going on in these stories, man? Like there was one where like some kid fucking kicked somebody off a train, but the guy didn't get kicked off the train. It's like I don't know what was going on.
I'm trying to think of the name of the series, because every summer we would take a trip to Maryland and to visit our grandma and stuff, and Elliot and Gina like would always want to like listen to like the tapes or whatever. I can't remember what the name of it was called, but they would always want to listen, and it was always some weird ass story,
It's
man.
weird, so fucking weird.
Like it wasn't even like anything from the Bible. It was like weird ass stories like that this random guy wrote, and I'm like, bro, nobody cares, man.
and the
And
best,
it was so ass.
the thing that I learned very quick is you gotta leave early in the morning. You wake up early, you gotta leave. Because if you stay awake if you stay asleep and they gotta go to, because you're spending the night, you're
Yeah,
probably
you gotta
doing it
go to church
on a Saturday, then they'll fucking like peer over you like it's time to go to church. You gotta come with us. And then you got to sit, and it's not like Wednesdays is different because you're only there for like an hour, and I was fine with that. Like I voluntarily went to church on
and
Wednesdays.
most of the time they wouldn't even like preach the whole hour.
Yeah,
It was
it's like we're having fun.
minutes.
Yeah, like the first like 15 minutes we were sitting there waiting for people to come in. We'd play ping pong, and then we'd sit in there, more small talk for like 10 minutes, and then the rest of the time we would just be like shooting the shit with Monty, who was like really cool. He wasn't like,
Yeah.
but like on Sundays it was a different story because you had to go back there, you had people dress up, and then like you had to sit there for an hour in the back, then you had to go up front, sit there for another hour. Wait, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was like it was 2 hours. The front is so goddamn boring. So boring to sit there and like I'm not a religious person anymore. So like
Yeah.
I can't fucking imagine, and like there's always like if the pastor says something that's like kind of like people like that, you'd always hear the fucking 50-year-old dads, amen.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
It's usually like the fucking. It's like usually the hypocritical ones too, bro. It's usually those ones.
Amen.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They're fighting their demons.
Yeah, I swear they are. Every time I walk in there, I can tell.
So I learned how to walk home. That's where I learned to walk home was that, because it's like, oh, you're leaving? It's like, yeah, I gotta do stuff. Like, all right, bye. It's like, all right. And I fucking left.
Yeah.
God, I gotta go fucking church. I don't like that place.
Yeah, I remember having to go like 2 times a day for 7 years.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, like 2 times a week. Why did I say a day? 2 times a week.
I had to go twice every Sunday.
It should have
went
been
at night too.
Yeah. I'm
Oh yeah.
thankful I didn't have to go on Sundays, but it was
Thank God.
Tuesday, Thursdays. I had to wear khakis too. We had uniforms.
Yeah, you were Catholic. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
Yeah. We had polos that had the school name on it, and they were nice and navy with the khakis. You could wear khaki shorts on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Damn.
You'd have to look
Or
presentable.
you could bring sweats to change into, or not sweats, but like you could bring a pair of shorts in your backpack, and like once you go to church, because that's in the morning at like 9:30, 9 or something like that, we go back to class at like 10. You like change back into your khaki shorts, so you're not sweating your little 10-year-old nuts off.
Knickers.
Yeah. At fuel recess.
This is a little off topic. How far back can you guys remember?
Depends.
Okay.
It's so I don't even know,
Isn't it
man.
so like weird? So I remember this has to have been before 4th grade.
I can remember
but,
being
like,
potty trained a little bit.
It had to have been before 4th grade, but like after 1st grade. But it's weird because in 1st and 2nd grade, I was in Arizona. I like went to school there and everything.
Yeah.
And like, so it must have been 3rd grade. I have no idea where the fuck I went to school for 3rd grade.
Really?
All I remember is one specific day where I didn't have like the shirt washed for my uniform or something, because we had uniforms at that school.
Oh yeah.
And I was in 3rd grade, and I'm like, shit, like I ain't got my uniform, like, and it was like a blue shirt, and I was like, fuck, I'm putting on an orange shirt, and I'm just gonna go to school. And like, I went there, and I like get called up or something, and I remember my mom walking in to like bring me like the freshly washed shirt, and they were like, yeah, you have the wrong uniform, like next time, we're not gonna let you like just walk in like that. Or I can't remember what they said, but it was so like, it feels like that was before I went to Arizona, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because because that surely was not kindergarten. Because I can't remember anything like that. Like, I literally can't.
I remember a little bit about kindergarten. My parents kind of reminded me, and I didn't remember doing this. I was a perverted child. Like, I'm talking like Master Roshi type shit. Like in kindergarten,
So funny,
dude. Like I don't know. I just got so much in trouble that I eventually got held back. Like they just didn't think I was mature enough or something like that. I was probably somewhat on the spectrum of autistic. I don't think that's like very bad to say, because
No,
I'm
you're
calling
fine.
myself. Anyways, yeah. But I knocked my fucking pen off of the desk just to get a peek down the fucking shirt of
no
her teacher,
way.
bro. I think she caught me, and I got in trouble because she told my fucking parents.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But other than that, I don't know. Earliest memory, I remember being over in like daycare at I call her JoJo.
Mm.
She has a different name, of course.
Yeah.
But there was a little clay dog that was inside of this chair that was swinging, like an infant swing, like just hung up in this basement that we were in. And we had this little Easter thing where she hid little things around, and I found that one inside the swing, and that's just all I remember.
Damn.
And there was a little computer in the corner, and outside her name, but I could say Lexi, the one that's super white.
Yeah.
You know the one that was in the thing with us. Anyways, yeah, they would be playing like launch the cat out of a cannon, and it'd like get stuck on the spikes and stuff if it didn't hit a trampoline. Did you ever play that?
Yeah, I did play that.
Yeah, that game. I remember that one pretty good.
Like a fucking Flash game or something. Right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking
Cool
about
math
like you launched
game.
a real cat.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and it got stuck on spikes.
No, yeah, it was a cool map. Or it was something.
No,
You would just tilt the barrel, and
I think
then
I know
you
what
just
you're
like
talking about.
it was one of those where you start it, and then like you have to press on the space bar again.
I think I
I know
with
exactly
a turtle.
Yeah.
what game you're talking about.
And then
It
it'd
was
go,
yellow,
and then it'd
wasn't
hit a balloon, and it'd go up in the air, or it'd hit like a red barrel, and it'd blow up in the air, and then your run just immediately stops if it hits the spikes. It was super bloody too. I don't
Yeah.
think it was something like a fucking 3-year-old should be.
it was like someone made Happy Meals, but like for a cat or something.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I think my actual earliest memory was somebody younger than me at the dinner table at daycare didn't want their diced chicken nuggets. Or something like that. It was like a diced chicken patty, and they were just pouting about it.
Oh,
I know who it was. I just can't say their name. But like, I just took them, and I was sitting right next to him. I was
No
like,
way.
dude, those look heat. I want those. And he was-
Just chicken nuggets? Like
yeah, they're just diced up in a little bowl.
that's a weird fucking one. That was at St. Mary's, right?
No, that was at JoJo's.
Oh.
That was probably like 3 years old because
Damn.
my brother, the one that starts with the C, broke his leg because I was. What was it? Have you ever seen those infant seats at the dinner table that just hang off of the table?
Hang off of the table.
Yeah, they just like hang off. It's kind of like how a push-up thing works on a door, but it's a chair for a little kid.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think
Chase pulled me off the table and onto his femur, and broke it.
Holy
I
shit.
broke he broke his leg because he.
No.
Yeah, that's when I was like 2 or 1 year old. I don't remember it, but I broke my brother's leg.
I think my dead ass. My first memory was in the crib. So there were two, and I don't know which came first. I had a habit of crawling, like getting out of the crib. Basically,
You remember crib stuff?
I remember crib stuff.
How?
I don't know. I remember. So there was the first one.
Shit.
I don't even remember.
I'm trying to think of which is the first one. I'm just gonna say the one that's more funny. Is the first one. So I was in bed, lying there, asleep, and this is how I remember it. I'm looking towards the door, just trying to go to bed, and this fucking spider crawls along my chest, right? And I'm like, God, there's a big fucking thing. I don't even know what that thing is. Looks like a spider, but I don't know what a spider is. So I jump out of the fucking crib. It was a nightmare, obviously. It wasn't real. But I jump out of the crib, go to my parents' room, and I'm trying to like explain to them like there was a sting, and then, like I'm like numbering with my hands, like it had like this many legs, and like I don't know. I guess that was before I learned to speak. In my memory, I was speaking perfect fucking English, but I don't know what they were hearing because all they said was, "Great job, buddy! You can count."
Dude, I swear to God, I might have a memory like that too. I just like,
Really?
I don't know. I feel like I have had something like that before. I just can't remember it.
I'm just sitting there like, no, you don't understand. There was a beast on my chest.
There's a time I dreamt I slept walk and I was actually sleepwalking.
What?
Yeah.
Dreamt you slept walk and then you woke
Yeah.
up and you were
No
sleepwalking.
joke. Like in my dream, I was dreaming, and I don't know if I was just like, my eyes were closed. Like my parents told me, I walk into their room, which is across the house. I got by the front door. You got to walk through a living room, the dining room, and kitchen, and then there's this like airlock, and then there's their place right there. Walk across the house, and I just like, hey, good night, and then I just laid down by Shadow's cage, which is like across like their room, so they just see me just closing my eyes, walking down. I just laid down by Shadow's cage, and they just let me be for like 30 minutes.
I mean, I've had kind of dreams like I've never slept walk, at least to my knowledge. But I've had weird dreams where like you're doing something in the dream and you're doing it in real life too, kind of. There was a dream I had. This is when I was way younger.
Like deja vu kind of stuff. Or?
I've had those. I have those a lot. But like there was one time where like in the dream I was in bed and I was like I gotta pee. So I got up, went to the bathroom, and I was peeing. I was peeing in the bathroom, and then I woke up from the dream and I was pissing in my bed.
Yeah, I've had that happen. Like,
it's so fucking. That's so weird that it's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Better get out of bed, and then you're still in your fucking bed, just pissing yourself.
Either that, or I don't know. I've never crapped my pants in bed. That's never happened. But accidental pisses. Yeah.
I've shit my pants while awake.
I've done that too.
It's got at least got to be like a 9 to 10 ratio of a shart to actual like poop ratio.
1 out of 10 times shit your pants.
Has it ever happened where you guys have like you're sick or you have diarrhea or something and you get the fucking poop stream going along your leg? Does that ever happen?
No, that's never happened.
I distinctly remember I was like gonna take like a shower or something, and I bring my leg up, and then like just fucking releases, and it follows my leg, and just fucking like a like a peeing stream of shit going into the fucking bath, and I was like, Mom, oh God.
You know, there might have been a time where I was just like I woke up and I had to shit so bad that like. You know, you've been there.
Oh yeah.
Like you gotta sprint and you just gotta drop your drawers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was one time I just didn't make it. There's a little pebble on the ground that I left, bro.
That happened to me today because where like I had to fucking run. Well, because I was playing VR.
Which part? The pebble part, or are you sprinting?
Oh, me sprinting to go take a shit. No, so no, I was playing VR, and like for me, motion sickness, it's not like, oh God, I'm gonna throw up. It's like it goes all the way to my bowels, and I just really have to shit. And so like I'm sitting there like, oh God, take all this shit off, fucking put it away, put it down, fucking sprinting upstairs, and then right when my ass makes contact with the seat, it's just fucking like a
bass drop,
floodgate, yeah.
Like they just opened up the Trojan horse.
It just comes flooding out, you know? And it's all solid. Well, some of it's solid.
Yeah.
It's kind of like chunks.
Yeah.
Soft chunks. I'm not saying it was like a liquid.
You know,
anyway,
I know you guys haven't really been drinking coffee, but for somebody who's new to it, it is amazing. And I mean astounding how fast. Like you wake up, you got to take a Duke solid. You drink 1 cup of coffee. It's not the same.
It's
just not.
I've always heard that coffee makes you shit. Is it like?
It's a laxative. Yeah.
It's a laxative?
So if you drink it fast enough, I mean, you drink enough of it. Yeah. It's actually a laxative.
I didn't know that coffee was a laxative.
I think. Well, I mean, my stepbrother called it a laxative.
Well, I mean, if it makes
I don't know
you
if there's
shit,
just
it's
an abundance of like
falls under being
fiber
a
in it,
laxative.
or
Yeah,
if
makes
it,
sense.
it must. It's got to be something with the digestion. I have no clue.
Mm-hmm. The one time I shit my pants, I'm pretty sure this might be one of the earliest memories, but I definitely had to be below 4th grade. I wasn't in 4th grade yet, because I can remember most of 4th grade. I definitely had to be below, but we went to like hang out at like the school park, because we lived probably 3 or 4 blocks away from the actual school, so we always just walked to school in the morning. We had nothing to do, we just went and played at the park. And there were like ladders to get up to the top, just for, I'm guessing, for maintenance guys or something, because they literally had ladders to get to the top of the building.
Yeah.
And we would like climb all the way up there, and I got scared, so I was up there for like 2 hours and some shit, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, like, and then they like, my mom and a couple of my siblings like finally come looking for me because I was up there for 2 hours. I'm like, fuck, I can't get down, like I gotta shit though, and as I'm crawling down the ladder, I feel a little bit come out, and I'm like, I can't tell everyone I just shit my pants, so I finally get all the way down, and I get in the car. And I sit down and I feel it squish a little bit, and I was like, we gotta go home quick.
So I have a couple of those, but like, have you guys ever had a like a situation where like you don't know if it's a gas or liquid?
Oh
that
yeah,
came
there's
out?
been times where my farts are just so hot that I actually thought I shit myself.
It feels so
like
warm.
I second thought, like
Yeah.
was that liquid or was that just heat?
That's happened. So you might not remember this. There was one night where it was like the church crowd. It was after church.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the baseball field, like doing something. I was so fucking constipated. I don't know what it was. It was like one of those bad ones where like you have to shit, but it just does not want to come out.
Yeah, I call
you
those
know?
the phantoms.
So like, and I was like, fuck, I gotta take a shit, and like they have those bathrooms over there. Like you know the baseball field, they have bathrooms over there, but like, as they're fucking Satanists, they fucking lock them.
Oh yeah.
So you can't get in there, and I'm like, fuck, we're gonna go. Where are we gonna go? I'm like fucking, like my home isn't far away, but like I'm not gonna make it if I run, you know. And so I'm like, I gotta find a secluded place to go take shit. And so I went behind the bathroom, and I just fucking, on my pants. I'm like, I pray to God none of them come around the corner, because then they're just gonna see me fucking sitting there, leaning against the wall, just trying my best to get this thing out, you know. God. Yeah. I can't believe half of this is us talking about shit.
You know, it's a good topic.
Is it a good topic?
It's relatable. Who doesn't shit? You know.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
There's probably
Who
not
doesn't talk
one
shit,
person
take shits?
on the earth who doesn't fit.
Fucking Mike. What is his name? Mike Tyson. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is his name.
Like Tyson.
Mike
Everyone
Tyson.
fits.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
fits
can't
every
ever
once in a
remember
while.
pissing my pants though. Like I feel like that should be a lot more common, but I don't think I've ever pissed my pants.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Dude, there was one
Obviously,
time.
when like, you're a kid, you might, but like I can't remember.
I think it shows.
Closest I ever came, I didn't have a bottle of P2 or else pee into or else I would have. Track. We were getting ready to go on a track. I don't even know where it was to. It was up north somewhere. And it was probably only like a 50-minute drive. But as soon as we left, I just had to pee so bad.
It always happens like that, man.
My dad bought a trailer from some store. I'm like, yo, me and my dad know this guy. We gotta pull over now. Like, Wolf, we need to go.
I fucking hate those places that lock the bathroom. Just it doesn't make sense to me. It's like there's an emergency could happen, and you're not letting like.
They did that. There were multiple like public bathrooms that our town just didn't have readily available ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the ones by the fairground.
Like, I get
You know
it.
what I'm talking about?
No,
Like
yeah,
by
yeah.
the swing in the monkey bars and stuff.
The little white
Never
buildings.
open.
Like oh god. Like I get it. It's like you don't want people going in there and like.
Defecating it.
Yes, yeah, but like. Dude, come on, man.
Throw shit on the walls, bro. They did that at the hotel. They're not. There's no way they're not.
Dude,
gonna do that
some
in
people
public.
just aren't human. Who does that? Who is mentally sane and just
Yeah.
who
when
puts
I-
shit on the wall?
When I started working at the hotel, it was literally like my first or second day there. I opened the shower to go clean it, and there's just a fucking
A
turd
mushroom
in
stomp.
the shower. Dude, no, it wasn't even that. It was like they didn't even take a shower because none of the towels were used, bro. It was a turd in the driest of dry fucking shower I've ever seen, man. And it wasn't near like the drain. It was just fucking sitting there, just
It was just
in
a
the middle
log.
of the
There
shower.
wasn't a
It's
pile.
just a fucking log in the middle of the shower, bro. I had to clean that bitch. I just turned on the water and cleaned the rest of the fucking hotel before I got back to it, man.
You know
I just
what?
had to let it
No
wash
way,
out,
man.
You know what that reminds me of? It's amazing the opinions,
Mhm.
like certain actions you take with the passage of time. Because there was this one time in high school where I went to the bathroom. You probably remember this. You probably remember this as well. There was a fucking shit.
Oh,
The other tray?
There was literally, yeah, it was like
The gay tray.
what?
You guys talking about the gay tray shit?
I'm talking about the giant, like, 2-liter bottle sized shit.
Yeah, that was the gay tray. That was
the gay tray.
Yeah, that was the gay
That's
tray
what
that
you
came
called it?
to. Yeah, because he was definitely
gay.
gay. I think.
What was he the same?
Like he was pretty big.
Yeah, he was the same tray
Like-
that got kicked out of the basketball.
I don't remember this person.
He did.
Yeah, you remember that?
No.
He was like chanting something during the free throws, and like he just kept yelling.
Dude, I was in the band. I must have fucking heard.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't remember this person.
you don't remember? I think he had like blonde hair.
But-
He like,
He was bigger.
yeah, he was bigger. He was probably like 6 foot even, maybe 5'10", 5'11".
But
Yeah.
Anyway, the point that I'm trying to get at is the opinions of like certain actions over time, because I saw that shit and I was like, nobody's gonna believe this. Like nobody's gonna believe this. I need to take physical. There needs to be physical evidence of this thing existing. And so I took out my phone and I took a picture of it. All right. And then I went back into the art room and I was like, dude, there was this giant fucking shit. Like, and everyone around me was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I was like, yeah, dude, I took a picture of it. You want to see it? And they're like, no. Why would you?
I thought we were in the art room, guys.
What is wrong with
I
you?
needed proof. You had.
Why would you take a picture of that, bro? You're fucking disgusting. And so I was like, oh god, I should delete it.
That's
That
where
was
you
so
gotta
fucking
be like,
stupid.
no, you don't understand. Look at this.
I
thing.
deleted it. I
thing was
deleted that
fucking-
2-liter bottle side shit. I
It was so
deleted
bad.
that picture, and then like years later, I talk about it, and I said that I took a picture of it, and they're like, "Bro, you should have kept that picture. Like, we needed evidence of that thing existing."
Yeah, because half the school didn't believe it.
Yeah, we went out for like, was it the fire alarm or something? Yeah, it had to have been. We went outside for the fire alarm, and like half of like the student body is like talking about it already, bro. Like they're like, "Yo, have you been to the guys' restroom yet?" And I'm like, "Why?" They're like, literally, I can see half the student body is like talking about it. I'm like, "Oh, I'll go check when we get back in, I guess." And I went in there, and it was as big as my head. Like it was as big as everyone was saying. It was.
God, it was so fucking.
I went in there too and saw
It
it.
was so big.
Fucking 40 minutes. It's gonna be tough. Shit.
Well, I mean, you should have a very good idea of what to title this.
We had three sections. The first was Casey
Prostate and video
sucks.
games.
What? Prostate? We started talking about Casey's,
Mhm.
and then we talked about games, and we ended it off with talking about
Prostate and pizza.
prostate and pizza. Okay,
I don't know. I'm just.
I'll figure something out, but
I need to figure out
Yep.
whatever my thingy's gonna be.
I can just get like a picture of a fucking.
Maybe it's just like carpet clean.
Here's what you could do, because you like RuneScape so much. You could take your RuneScape character right now and just get a screenshot of him.
Yeah.
And I can hit the fucking mic. Take a screenshot of your RuneScape character, and you can send it to me. Then I can just like take out the background and everything. I could just have you
Yeah.
sitting there. What were you gonna be?
I can draw you.
Oh yeah, the
A
Bobby
chicken.
Chicken. Okay.
Yeah. Or if you want, I could draw a toucan.
I think the Bobby Chicken works. What's that?
Yeah.
I don't know how to fuck.
It was
I
a
don't
pretty
know how
good
to.
sesh.
I don't know how to fucking it.
I was gonna ask what shows or what have you been
Indulging it.
Well, we've kind of passed that when we started talking about
That is
shit.
true.
And I think what was the first?
There's
the first
no
section
better
was like
time than the
50
present.
minutes. This section is 40 minutes.
Oh,
So it's already over. We're over an hour and a half,
Oh, that's
which was
fine.
the limit. So I guess that's it.
all right.
Yeah. Well, if anybody tuned in, I wanna thank you personally.
Personally,
Riley can take it away from here if he wants
that's,
to. Riley,
that's it. I'm
Bobby
probably
can
just gonna fucking.
You put the "That's All Folks" thing with the big.
That's all, folks.
That one.
What's that fucking that one where it was he fucking smacking on a nail with a hammer.
Oh.
And he smacks his fucking thumb and he's like, son of a son of a bit gun. You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you?
That shit actually works. It's so funny.
That is fucking awesome. So I guess
Why don't